Hi, I'm Miley. Welcome to the channel. As you may know or may not know, I love reading books, especially young adult novels. Growing up, reading young adult novels, I've seen quite a bit of controversial topics in them. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about how young adult novels should not have sexually explicit content in them. So first, what is young adult? Young adult is a category for books the ages 12 years old to 18 years old. It has genres of fantasy, romance, dystopian, and usually the theme is a teenage protagonist who navigates personal and social challenges. Growing up reading these made me feel understood. I just related to these characters so much. But some of these made me feel very uncomfortable. And usually these books would have sexually explicit content in them. So what is sexually explicit content? Well, it's detailed sexual scenes, usually for adults. It can be referred to as smut or spice. Why should sexually explicit content not be in young adult novels? Well, I have 3 reasons. For one, it can twist the teenage reader's views about healthy relationships. I personally don't go to books for relationship advice, but there is a part of my younger self that has thought, maybe this is the norm for a relationship. Number 2, it can be addicting, and some people are like,
oh, reading smut is like watching.
But I do not agree with that for other reasons. But I do think it can be addicting, especially as a hormonal teenager. Third reason is that we can have implied sexual acts that does not have to be detailed. Teenagers have sex, whoop-de-doo. But for the sake of the younger teens who read YA novels, it does not have to be written out like 50 Shades of Grey, okay? And I have an example of a young adult novel that I have read that has sexually explicit content in it. It is called Forever by Judy Blume. And so it is a young adult novel. It was published in 1975. Like I said, it contains sexually explicit content. Shall I read a section? This is in chapter 12. It says, "We both left our underpants, but after a minute, Michael was easing mine down, and then his fingers began exploring me. I let my hands wander across his stomach and down his legs, and finally, I began to stroke Ralph." Yuck. And yes, he did name his genitals Ralph. And to be fair, this is not very explicit, but I personally wouldn't let someone like my boyfriend's younger siblings, who are 13 years old and very sheltered, read this book. Absolutely not. And there are many other YA books that have sexually explicit content in them. Another example of this is a book called Sublime or Sublime. Not quite sure. It is by Melissa De La Cruz, and it is a YA novel that was published February of this year. And it contains a threesome. Yeah, I'm gonna read it to you. Sorry in advance. "I feel myself lowering between Raven's knees as Dorian presses his against my back. I'm so hot, and the 3 of us are slick with sweat. And now Raven's hands are on my shaft, guiding me. And as I plunge into her, Dorian's thrusting into me. And the 3 of us are making love with each other in a perfect circle." Yeah, that's not teen friendly. I'm not one to want to ban books. So the problem I have with these books that contain sexually explicit content is that it should be labeled as a higher age category. So my solution is new adult. I think it is a good category to put these books that contain the sexually explicit content in. So a little bit of background about new adult. New adult, the age range is usually 18 years old to 25 years old. And so the protagonist usually is late teens to mid 20s in the book. So no need to try to market the sexually explicit content books as young adult novels just so you can get attention. Just say your book sucks. I'm joking. Don't cancel me.
But Miley, what makes it different by changing the category? I could still look at it and read it.
Thank you, stranger, for pointing this out. But my point is to ensure that these books are categorized in the appropriate age range. So it can be teenagers' choice if they want to read and get into adult topics. I don't want them to have to read a YA novel that contains sexually explicit content or smut in it, and they are very uncomfortable. Now, all of this concludes my video. I personally believe that sexually explicit content does not belong in young adult novels, and that we should be a little more strict on the age range books are published under. So let me know your thoughts, how you feel about it. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are you in some kind of gray area? But subscribe and hit the bell or whatever YouTubers say.